Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Oblivion. Last time I said I would be coming back to the sewers to get my wrist irons before we continued, but I found a problem. There's a closed gate here that I can't get over. Ooh, a level up. Neat. Yeah, right outside where Barris and the Emperor still are, even after all that time we were in Vilverin. But yeah, this gate, it's not locked. So far as I can tell, it just doesn't open when clicking the open key. So I have no means to get back to my wrist irons. So that's fine. Something might happen later to allow us to get back further in there, maybe once Barris and the Emperor are gone. And if not, I think there are other places to get wrist irons, or worst case, we just don't end up enchanting wrist irons, which is probably fine. So yeah, I'm gonna head back out. It's not that far. And then, what is the plan? I think I want to... Whoa. New rats appeared. That's weird. Well, we need a rest now. But there aren't any beds around here. So, yeah, as I was saying, what's the plan? I think I want to go drop off the Emperor's Amulet with Joffrey fairly quickly. There are beds over here. I don't think I want to rush the main quest, but just from a role-playing perspective at least, knowing that there's an organization with the kind of power to have an emperor and all his heirs killed, and has the number of people to throw at the problem that we saw, probably don't want them chasing after me, so I should probably get rid of the amulet. Cannot sleep with enemies nearby. Well, that is a problem. So, yeah. I think we'll get rid of the amulet. But then from there, I don't know. And we're probably going to take a detour on the way. I think there's beds not far into Vilverin. We'll probably take a detour on the way to go to the Imperial city, because I think my inventory is fairly full, so we could sell some stuff. There weren't beds back here, right? No. As well as I would be interested to check out the Arcane University as a mage to see what options are available. I think it takes some doing to actually get into the university. Like, I don't think they just allow us to go in and do whatever we want there. But I don't remember everything about that. We'll just rest for an hour. It's still early morning. And I think if I'm wanting to do more melee, which is a goal, let's boost our strength. It'll also help us with carrying capacity, because clearly wearing the heavy armor shows that carrying capacity is going to be a bit of an issue. And then let's continue boosting our intelligence and willpower, I think. Probably should focus on endurance to some extent, but probably amongst those 4 skills are going to be my core skills, at least for a while. Intelligence, willpower, strength, and endurance. Let's go. How much carrying capacity does that give me at this point? 275, so that give me 25 more carrying capacity? Because I think I was at like 250 max. So 5 pounds per point, maybe? Yeah, so Imperial City, sell some goods, check out the Arcane University, see what spells I can buy, because part of me is thinking it'd be cool to focus on conjuring weapons, rather than carrying around an iron axe. If I could conjure a Daedric axe, that'd be pretty cool. as well as conjuring other minions to help me in fights rather than just the skeleton. Still not sure what the difference is between necromancy, which is illegal, and conjuration of skeletons, which is apparently fine. Ooh, what do we have over here? Clams. Alright. So, we could also theoretically just fast travel to Wayne and Priory. I think we can fast travel to any of the major cities, but I'm more inclined to walk just because I think it's more interesting that way. And I'm probably going to stop by anything interesting I spot on the way, rather than just beelining straight for that location, because I want to see what's out there. So, I guess I wasn't actually looking at where we're going. We're wanting to go to the southwest, towards the Imperial city, following roads if there are any. This kind of vaguely looks like a road. A little bit. Yeah. Graphics-wise, looks great. Like, even the small textures of little sticks on the ground and whatnot that aren't like real things that you can pick up or move. They're just textures to make things look better. And I approve. We can put away our weapon. I have heard that there are penalties for using heavy armor, which I wasn't aware of when I made this character. And I've seen people suggesting that it's better to just wear clothing because you can enchant your clothing with shield charms to get equivalent armor value, but without dealing with the arcane penalties or the weight. But I still think I like the idea of enchanting armor because it has the armor value of armor without having to waste all of the enchanting slots on just shield. So I can enchant it with other things. But I'm unsure if there are different levels of enchanting ability depending on the items. Like, can clothing be enchanted better than armor? Hello, game? Alright, we're back from the crash. Not sure what happened there. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Yeah. How much do I want to talk to random people on our way to sell stuff? We are in the market district.
State your business.
Any rumors?
Bethesda from the Arcane University is looking for someone to chase the bandits from Camp Hales. Probably trying to enhance her weird machine.
Well, I am interested in the Arcane University.
What are you looking for?
Directions. Landmarks, guild, services, where can I sleep? Services.
Find smiths, alchemists, booksellers, maid shops, clothiers, armorers, and general traders in the market district.
Yes.
What are you looking for?
What about guilds?
There are no guild halls in the city, but the Arcane University is on an island outside the walls, south of the Arboretum.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
I've heard others say the same.
The selection of Stonewall shields.
Stonewall is the best in the city when it comes to shields.
Claudette Parrott.
So many people talking at once.
Check out the gilded carafe.
It's a nice store, at least for alchemists.
Take care.
What is it?
Let's see.
It's you. Hi.
It is me. Hi. Fighting chance? I don't actually know what I have to sell. But it wouldn't surprise me if I've got some excess weapons and armor.
Welcome to A Fighting Chance. I'm Rosan, proprietor. I sell the best swords in the city, and I offer advanced training for armorers.
Okay, I don't need armor training. Blunt training I would probably take. Let's do some bartering.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Okay, so this is what I have. Right, we've got the goblin staff. Probably not the best place to sell it here. We do have these daggers I don't care for. I need to get a better bow rather than a rusty iron bow. I think for the moment, I'm not going to use a bow. I'll keep using my spells. If I find a non-rusty bow, that's fine. Do I want to sell this? It is 10 pounds, so I think I shall. Armor-wise, we're good. What do we have that weighs a lot? The bear pelt. Ayleid statue. It's worth a lot. I don't really have a point for it. We got a lot of these stones. I'm going to hold on to them for a bit just in case. They don't weigh too much, and they probably sell better to mages, I would assume. I don't actually know if that's the case.
A good price for an excellent bargain.
Let's just sell
You got a great deal there.
all of those random things. And that's everything. Okay, armor-wise, I have a rusty helmet. Am I missing any pieces of armor? Well, all you sell are helmets, so I guess not. And then you've got an iron war axe, same as me. Yeah, you don't really have anything I care for, if I'm being perfectly honest. So thank you for your time.
For your business.
Thank you.
Let's get to training.
You really only do train armor. I think in Morrowind, trainers usually had like 3 skills. I don't remember trainers in Skyrim because I'm not sure I ever actually paid for training in Skyrim. But apparently trainers here only sell one or train in one thing. So you have to find the trainer for your specific skill. Oh yeah, we've got the arena. That's always fun. Well, we've sold everything we care for. Hello, wanted poster. The Gray Fox. Yeah. I remember you from when I played this as a kid, for sure. Wanted for theft, embezzlement, forgery, pickpocketing, counterfeiting, burglary, conspiracy to commit theft, grand larceny, tax evasion, slander, fraud, perfidy, and impertinence. In description, wears a gray cloak that conceals his appearance, presumed male and Colovian. Height between 5 and 6 feet, normal weight, hair and eye color unknown. You guys don't really know much about him. Presumed male and Colovian. You don't even know for certain his gender. You know nothing. Any citizen with information should contact the Imperial Watch Captain Hieronymus Lex. We'll keep it in mind. Now, which direction to the Arcane University? That is basically south of us. Okay. I guess we're heading to the Arena District first. Then we'll continue south. No, don't need to speak about anything.
You have my ear, citizen.
You are dressed fancy.
We're always on duty.
Well, that sounds tiring. What rumors can you tell me about?
Emperors have been assassinated before, but this time, I don't know. It's different. Can't you feel it? A shadow has fallen across all of Tamriel.
How do you know the Emperor's been assassinated? Varys is still in the sewers. What can you tell me about the Gray Fox?
He's just a thief. He's supposed to be the head of the Thieves Guild. Oh, what a joke. Can you imagine a bunch of thieves trying to form a guild? The nobility hate him, but the peasants and the beggars love him, especially on the waterfront.
Good to know. So if we want to know more about the Gray Fox, potentially talk to the beggars in the waterfront.
When the city is quiet, everybody is happy, right? If you like noise, maybe you're in the wrong place.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
Farewell, citizen.
Huh. Is this just a boxing arena? I won't interrupt you guys while you're in the middle of showing off, training, whatever it is that you're doing. The university is past the Arboretum district, so we are heading in the right direction. There are guards everywhere, which I guess makes a crazy kind of sense.
Good to see you.
Alright, this way to the Arcane University. Let's see what the deal is there. Part of me vaguely thinks that enchanting requires being a member of the Arcane University. But I can't remember if that's true, and I want to find out. I don't think I'll be able to do any real enchanting yet, because I probably need soul gems for that. But I am curious what is involved, and what is involved in getting into the university, because my memories of Oblivion from my childhood are pretty old at this point. And I'm probably misremembering plenty. Hello.
Hail, good mage. Welcome to the Arcane University. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes. Apparently not. What rumors do you have?
I've been assassinated before, but this time, I don't know. It's different. Can't you feel it? A shadow is falling across all of Tamriel.
That line sounds familiar. It's almost like I heard it a few minutes ago.
Farewell, citizen.
So this is the outer courtyard of the Arcane University. We can pick some ingredients for alchemy, which probably I should do. Part of me is thinking if I can't enchant my gear anytime soon, maybe I should look into poisons. See what's involved in that. Is this a well that we can go inside of? Doesn't seem that the case. Alright, let's head actually into the university itself. No matter how hard you try, the gate will not move. Hello? Can I talk to you? No. Alright, let's go in the front door. Hello you. Bothiel.
I'll pay handsomely if you can procure the items in that list. Find me everything on there, and you'll be well compensated. Good day.
Oh, what list? Huh. Repair the orrery, it said. What rumors do you have?
The Mages Guild has made more than a few enemies since necromancy was banned.
And Imperial City?
The orrery here is the only one in Cyrodiil. There's one more in Hammerfell, the old one at Stros Mackay.
Okay.
Farewell.
No explanation from you about how to get into
Greetings.
the university.
Alicia Caro visits her mother and Coral regularly. A dutiful daughter and a dutiful wife, I hear.
I see.
Have you ever spoken to Rosan about learning to be an armorer?
I've never used his services, but I hear he's a good teacher.
Take care.
Couple of mages in robes. Have you decided to learn about armoring? Can we go to quests? Repairing the orrery. Spoke with Bothiel from the Arcane University, and she gave me a note mentioning a shipment of dwarven artifacts that had been stolen by bandits. She said she would pay handsomely for retrieving them. I should head to the camp towards Camp Ales to get my hands on those artifacts. Okay. Did she actually give me a list? Note from Bothiel. To whom it may concern, you have been passed this note because you may be able to help the Mages Guild. The Council of Mages has not the resources. The Legion is either unwilling or unable to assist. A shipment of dwarven artifacts from Morrowind, destined for the Arcane University, was intercepted by bandits recently, intending to sell the artifacts for profit. They have stolen items essential to repair of the Imperial Orrery in Cyrodiil's capital. The only known location of these bandits is Camp Ales, north of Kvatch. If you can find these ruffians and recover the items they've stolen, I will be most indebted. The Orrery is my life's work. I would hate to see it pass into obscurity now. Items missing: 2 dwarven cogs, a dwarven coherer, 1 dwarven cylinder, and 1 dwarven tube. Okay. If we find ourselves near that camp, I guess near Kvatch, we want to keep it in mind. Raminus Paulus, can you tell me about the Arcane University?
Welcome to the Arcane University.
Mages Guild.
If you wish to become a part of the Mages Guild, seek out the head of the local guild halls. They will instruct you further.
Okay. Any
The Mages
rumors?
Guild runs more or less like it always did, but we lost quite a few members when the practice of necromancy was banned.
Makes sense. Was there that many people that were focused on necromancy that they got upset?
He's that Imperial watch captain that's always chasing after the Grey Fox and the Thieves Guild. Chasing after shadows, if you ask me. The Thieves Guild probably doesn't exist, and it's a sure bet the Grey Fox doesn't either.
Yeah, sounds like rumors. So we can purchase spells from you.
What can I interest you in?
Bound Sword, Oppressing Grasp, which is Burden on Touch. Terrifying Present to demoralize a target. Superior Life Detection. We don't have enough magicka for pretty much any of these. Superior Dispel, Pack Mule, Feather on Self. That sounds useful. For 300 seconds, that's 5 minutes. Not bad. 179 magicka though. We need to get our magicka up, it sounds like. Firestorm, Heat Blast, Fortify magicka. It costs 64 magicka to cast it to give us 30 magicka for a minute. I don't know about that math. I store my spells. Ghost Walk is invisibility. Neat. Torchlight. Open a hard lock. Yeah, we just don't have enough magicka for anything. Reflect spell on self. That sounds cool. Superior healing. 25 points for 4 seconds. Shield, our skill level is too low. Lightning ball. Lightning blast. Mute. Yeah. We just don't have the magicka. Or the skills. I wonder if the magicka costs go down as our skills in the relevant schools goes up. Probably. At least that's what I'm hoping. And it's not just that we really don't have enough magicka.
Greetings, Breton.
So I'm assuming I can't go farther in. Yeah. Alright. So yeah. The Arcane University is closed to us. So I guess enchanting is closed to us. So be it.
Speak. Allow me to introduce myself.
Hello.
My name is Jolring. I come on behalf of my master, Umbacano. He
Okay.
asked me to deliver this note. I believe it is an invitation to visit him at his manor in the Imperial City.
Huh. The Collector. What does Umbacano want with me?
My master is a collector of alien antiquities. It has come to his attention that you recently sold an item that interests him.
Oh, the Alien
I
statue.
believe the note will give you all the details.
Okay. What can you tell me about Umbacano?
My master, Umbacano, lives in the Talos Plaza district of the Imperial City. He is known across Cyrodiil as a collector of alien antiquities.
Okay. And do you happen to know any rumors?
Rindir's Staffs is the best place in the city to buy a magical staff. Or is it Rindir's Staves?
How do you pluralize staff? Ah,
Good day.
sure. While we're here, I keep clicking J hoping that'll open my journal and it doesn't. Let's go to quests. The Collector. So let's set that as our active quest. So in the Talos Plaza district. Let's make our way there. Find out what he wants.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Hi, Hager.
What can I do for you?
Since you're right here, do you know any rumors?
Dawn have been leaving notes in Talos Plaza. I hope no one believes their lies.
Was the Mythic Dawn the ones who attacked the Emperor?
Take care.
I want to say that's the case. Could be wrong.
Good afternoon.
Alright. So Talos Plaza District seems to be ahead this way.
They say that the priests and priestesses of the Chapel of Nivella have all been murdered.
Nope, still not there. Green Emperor Way.
Hello there.
Hello. Oh, it's still you. I probably could just follow him. I assume he's heading to Umbacano, since that's his master. Alright, here we are at the Talos Plaza District. And we might also want to keep an eye out for the notes they were talking about.
Hi there.
Yes, hello.
Do you ever go to the copious coin pass?
If you can get used to Thorinir, you can find some good deals there.
They say a whole island.
Wooden door to Umbacano Manor is locked.
Near Breville, as if the world wasn't crazy enough already.
How do I go talk to him then?
Venetia Melisea takes all the merchant complaints in the city.
She takes all the complaints.
Well, in the meantime... Oh, hello you. Tiber Septum Hotel. Yeah, I was wondering if I could see notes while I'm waiting for Umbacano. Is it just a bad time? What time of day is it? It's 6 p.m.
We could just listen to people talking.
I don't know what time of day he'll be letting me in. But I certainly don't want to try breaking into his house. And there wasn't anything in our quest log. Whoa, don't... Guessing there's nothing in our quest log that says. Should find him in the Imperial City. See what he wants. Oh, I should also look at that note. Invitation for Umbacano. As my servant no doubt has already explained, I am an avid collector of Ayleid antiquities. As such, your recent sale of a rare Ayleid statue piqued my interest. I am most eager to acquire more of these statues for my collection and will be happy to remunerate you handsomely for your efforts. I would be pleased to welcome you to my home in the Imperial City in order to discuss this matter in more detail at your earliest convenience. I remain most sincerely Umbacano, Umbacano Manor, Talos Plaza District, Imperial City. Yeah, I want to go meet you in your manor. Oh, there we go. Did I need to read the note, or did he just randomly happen to unlock it right now?
How do you do?
You. So you guys aren't Umbacano. Glories and Laments. You have lots of books, and part of me wants to read all of them. Why is this one so expensive? I know some books teach skills, and I'm wondering if this is one of them. Glories and Laments, Among the Ayleid Ruins by Alexander Hatrard. Having arrived at Goddle's Front Priory, halfway on the Gold Road between Skingrad and the Imperial City, I resolved to make a side trip to view the magnificent ruins of Seatar, or Shadow of the Fatherwoods in the ancient Ayleid tongue. After many hours of difficult travel through tangled hawthorn hells and Limberlost, I was suddenly struck dumb by the aspect of 5 pure white columns rising from a jade green mound of vines to perfect V-shaped arches and graceful capitals towering above the verdant forest growth. This spectacle caused me to meditate on the lost glories of the past and the melancholy fate of high civilizations now poking like splinter shards of bone from the green growths tumultuous of time-swept obscurity. Within the forest tangle, I discovered an entrance leading down into the central dome of a great underground edifice once dedicated to Magnus, the god of sight, light, and insight. Dimly lit by the faded power of its magical pools, the shattered white walls of the enclosure shimmered with a cold blue light. The marble benches of the central plaza faced out across the surrounding waters to tall columns and sharp arches supporting the high dome. From the central island, stately bridges spanned the still pools to narrow walkways behind the columns with broad vaulted avenues of limpid canals. This guy is very flowy in his writing. Broad vaulted avenues and limpid canals leading away through ever deeping gloom into darkness. Reflected in the pools were the tumbled columns, collapsed walls, and riotous root and vine growths, thriving the dark half-light of the magical fountains. The ancient Aelids recognized not the 4 elements of modern natural philosophy, earth, water, air, and fire, but the 4 elements of high elf religion, earth, water, air, and light. The Aelids considered fire to be but a weak and corrupt form of light, which Aelid philosophers identified with primary magical principles. Thus, their ancient subterranean temples and sanctuaries were lit by lamps, globes, pools, and fountains of purest magic. It was by these ancient, faded, but still active magics that I knelt and contemplated the departed glories of the long-dead Aelid architects. Gazing through the glass-smooth reflections of the surrounding pools, I could see deep below the slow pulse, the waxing and waning of the Wilkin stones. The chiefest perils of these ruins to the explorers are the cunning and deadly mechanisms devised by the Aelids to torment and confound those who would invade their underground sanctuaries. What irony that after these many years, these devices should still stand vigilant against those who would admire the works of the Aelids, for it is clear these devices were crafted in vain. They did not secure the Aelids against their true enemies, which were not the slaves who revolted and overthrew their cruel masters, nor were they the savage beast peoples who learned their crafts of war and magic from their Aelid masters. No, it was the arrogant pride of their achievements, their smug self-assurance that their empire would last forever, that doomed them to fail and fade into obscurity. I don't know much of anything about the Aelid peoples. Alright, Jolring,
Well met.
where is your master?
Welcome. My master instructed me to show you up immediately. Please follow me.
Perfect.
The treasure hunter. Please, have a seat.
Okay. I don't think that was me.
Thank you for coming. You may recognize that statue over there on the table. The very one that you recently sold for less than its true worth.
Sorry.
As you may know, I am somewhat of an enthusiast for Aelid antiquities. In my own modest way, I have amassed a rather considerable collection. I have recently become interested in obtaining the complete set of these ancient statues. I believe that 10 still exist. No mere shopkeeper knows their true worth. If you bring them to me when you find them, I will pay you double for each one.
Okay. Tell me about the Aelid statues.
I am looking for the complete set of 10 for my collection. They were once part of the Temple of the Ancestors in the ancient Aelid capital. Through my research, I have learned that they were removed from the temple before its sack by men. I believe they were hidden in various Aelid settlements across Cyrodiil, although I do not know the exact location of any of them. Why? Have you already found another statue for me?
I have not. No, not yet.
Well then, you have work to do. I will continue to search the archives for any clues to the statue's locations.
Okay. Do you have any clues yet?
Yes. Have you found another statue
No.
for me? Well then, you have work to do.
Yeah. Temple of the Ancestors.
You know it as White Gold Tower, the center of the ancient Aelid capital of Nibene. It was brutally sacked thousands of years ago by humans led by Alessia. The Imperial city is built over the ruins of that ancient city.
Okay, so the Imperial city was built on top of Aelid ruins. Or I guess if we sacked it, did humans kill all the people? All the Aelids that were living there then? And then decided to build their capital here? Because that's kind of rude. Their civilization now fall into ruins because the humans wiped them out. Feel a little bad for that.
I've never heard the Countess mention her husband. I believe it is something of a sore point with Lady Milona.
Countess of where?
Be seeing you.
Yes, be seeing you. So presumably at some future point you might
Today's a
have
lucky day, so let's hear it.
you might have clues of where to go for those statues. But I guess there's 9 more somewhere, so we should delve into the Ayleid ruins as we find them. There probably won't be a statue in every single one. But it would be good to check.
Yes?
Yes. Alright, from here, we want to go out west to start making our way to Wizened Priory. That sounds reasonable to me. I don't see the notes that are apparently being plastered everywhere by the Mythic Dawn. I was hoping to see what they were talking about.
What is it, citizen?
Actually, can you tell me about the notes by the Mythic Dawn?
7 of the evening watch and all's well. Everything's fine, sir.
Any rumors?
An old priest in Kvatch is worried about strange disappearances. He sounded quite depressed. How can we win if even the priests lose their faith? Carry on.
Okay. Well, we do have something in the area of Kvatch that we might want to go to at some point. What do we have around us? There's a cave 100 feet that way. Do I want to just wander into every random cave? I don't know how far 100 feet is in this game. Is that gonna be... Because that looks like it's pointing at the river. Might be where that fire is. Right over there. So I'm like, surely that's not on the other side of the river. But I'm curious to get a gauge on how far things are. So if they show up here... I do like that it gives me an approximate distance. That's convenient. So then I can decide, without even having to like go on my map, click on things, whatever, I can easily decide if I want to take the time to go check something out. Yeah. What was that sound? We got a bedroll here. Tons of wine and beer. What's in this cave? Any friendlies, or am I just going into a location with bandits that I'm going to have to butcher them all?
What's that? Whatever it was, I like what I see.
The great forest was cleared for agriculture around Lake Ramar, but it's mostly wilderness outside of that.
Oh.
I'm gonna... Yeah, someone's running. Listed as an enemy. It's a bad sign.
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
I'm not wanting to be your enemy.
Show me what you've got.
Okay, bandit.
Fall before...
What do you have weapon-wise? Iron mace? Nah. So, yeah. Apparently, I have started a fight. Mostly by accident. I'm hearing voices this way. Oh, you're listed as an enemy now. You don't really want to tangle with your giant hammer. Take the lockpick, though. Let me guess. You're gonna fight too? Yeah. Come on.
Die!
Yeah, nothing overly of value. 27 pounds. No, thank you. Like, I feel really bad. I was just like, hey, wonder what's in this cave. I mean, they're probably preying on people, so I'm probably making Cyrodiil a better place. They weren't preying on me. Weak poison of cowardice. Drain willpower. Neat. Alright. Ooh, you are a mage. No, no, no. Alright, we need to take you out sooner rather than later. Because that should take out your ghoul. I'll take the lockpicks. Ooh, you've got a proper iron bow, so I will grab that as well. Nothing of value. Take the food. Have I cleared out this cave now? Don't need the torch. Take the grain. Alright. There we go. Some gold. Let's see. Oh, this is going deeper. Let's zoom in. Alright, I think I have explored this whole section of the cave. Just looking at the time on the episode, I think it's fine to keep going. Let me guess, you're gonna fight me.
To arms! To arms!
Oh. Yeah. You guys aren't really that scary for bandits. You know, I see one guy over there who's just watching.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight.
All right. Oh, hello. You are the ringleader.
You move like a pregnant cow.
Okay.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. Do your worst.
Is that a magical weapon? Because I'm seeing an effect on myself.
Let's get this over with.
Okay. I feel like I'm losing.
What's that?
Okay, let's go into our inventory, grab some potions. This is actually a real fight that's actually difficult. Oh, potions just instantly heal? That seems unusually effective. So it's not a slow heal over time. Leather armor, I don't care about. Where's that weapon of yours? Here. War Axe of Sparks. Same damage. It weighs less. But the important thing is these sparks. So is that presumably an iron war axe, I assume? Yeah. But now it just does extra sparks damage as well. Well, that's super cool. Amulet. Don't need the long sword. Or any of that. Why are your guys' stuff locked but none of you have keys? Does that make sense to any of you? Surely you guys don't lockpick your chests open every time you want to use or grab anything from them. I think... Is that the whole area explored? Just making sure that's not anything. Let's zoom in. I wish it would stay... Like, if I was inside a location, I wish the map always opened up to the local area. I think that would make more sense to me. But yes, that's the whole area. Let's get our way out of here. Which is down here. Do I think I can survive this drop? How's my health, actually? So I don't know how quickly it reheals. I'm already fully healed. Health regen in this game is kind of insane. Whoa, that was a bit of a fall. But it's fine. With that in mind, I think this is where I'm going to end this episode. So next time we will pick up from here on our way back to Coral and Wizened Priory. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.